promise, you know?
Yeah. What do you hope for people to learn or gain from your experiences and your story?
I think the main thing I'll tell people is that, you know, and I know it sounds cliche, like, oh, if I can do it, you can do it. But when I tell people I never thought I was going to get out of that system.
Yeah.
I never thought I was going to get out the system. My mindset was already set. Either I was going to die doing that in that lifestyle, or end up in prison for the rest of my life. And there was times where I literally mentally accepted that. And I remember finally having my spiritual awakening and breaking out of it. And I was like, I basically saw myself like in my own funeral, and I was, you know, and it was like kind of like a visualization where I saw myself in my funeral, and at that time, if I was to die, I saw, you know, my mom, my dad, my son, and what would they say in my funeral?
Yeah.
What would they say?
Yes.
And that hit me right there, and it lit something in me to where it's like, you know what, I'm changing that story, because at that point, I mean, all they could say was, yeah, you know, he was pretty good when he was a kid, and then something happened, and then all of a sudden he was in and out of prison on drugs, and he died.
Yeah.
I just couldn't live with that. And so, you know, for my story, I always tell people, like, anybody can change. Anybody can change. I never, ever give up on people. I always give people second, third, fourth, five chances, because, to be honest, people gave me so many chances. My parents could have given up on me so many times. I mean, I literally tried quitting drugs at least 1,000 times. Sometimes they were half-hearted, like, hey, I'm done, and an hour later, I was using again, or sometimes it was a month later or a week later. But it was to the point where there was something inside of me that wanted to be done, but I just couldn't. I couldn't break through the chains. It was like, I was like a slave to it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And so, like, I always tell people, man, don't give up on yourself. A lot of times the hardest things that happen in your life it's kind of like a test, and it makes you who you are, and you learn from it.
How long have you been sober for?
In January, it'll be 6 years.
Congratulations, Brian. Oh man, congratulations. Do you feel that